Australia's National Science Agency is sending its largest ever contingent to the 2020 for Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras. CSIRO will send its largest ever contingent to the 2020 for Sydney Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras, marking the fifth time Australia's National Science Agency has marched in the parade. CSIRO research vessel RV Investigator was lit up in rainbow colors ahead of the parade to celebrate LGBTQIA+ staff and the organization's commitment to acceptance, diversity, and equality. Science for a Rainbow Future is the theme of CSIRO's Mardi Gras float, and something Maddie Lamb, she/her, a seagoing hydrochemist and proud lesbian, is working towards on board RV Investigator. The vessel is currently on a voyage off Antarctica, and Maddie is conducting vital research in the Southern Ocean to better understand climate change. Right now, I'm on a 60-day voyage, and I can't imagine how challenging it would be to hide who I am for such a long time, she said. I feel so lucky to be in a workplace where I can be openly gay. Dr. James Doherty, him, a sustainable livestock systems research scientist at CSIRO, came out publicly as a queer trans man last October and will be marching with CSIRO's float. His first time at the Sydney Mardi Gras. I didn't think I could be queer and an animal scientist until I worked for a queer professor who was an animal scientist and a mentor to me, James said. And when I joined CSIRO, I felt really supported. This is the first job where I've been open at work as a trans man. Several of my colleagues tell me if anyone has a problem with you, they have a problem with me, he said. CSIRO introduced gender affirmation leave as a specific category of paid leave in January 2022, one of the many initiatives championed by Pride at CSIRO, a professional network and social community for LGBTQIA+ identifying employees and allies, which promotes and drives the inclusion of LGBTQIA+ employees. CSIRO's Chief Executive Dr. Doug Hilton, him, who will be marching with CSIRO's float, said diversity and inclusion was a critical part of CSIRO being able to do great science. What it says to the community is that we really value everybody here at CSIRO, Dr. Hilton said. It says we need diversity in order to be able to tackle those really difficult scientific questions Australia is facing, and that anybody, irrespective of their sexual orientation or their background, can feel welcome at CSIRO and be part of that. CSIRO's float includes 80 marchers, 3 from Queers in Science, an organization supporting LGBTQIA+ people in science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine STEM, who will dance along Sydney's Oxford Street to tunes from Madonna and Jessica Mawboy. RV Investigator is part of the CSIRO Marine National Facility, which is supported by the Australian Government's National Collaborative Research Infrastructure Strategy NCRIS.